You're watching 3 Sport coming to you from Powerbuilt Tools Raceway here in Christchurch. It's the Big Ben 200, and I said to you a moment ago, Greg, there's plenty of push and shove in the B&T V8. Wait till you see the Suzuki Swifts. They're warming up, ready to go. You haven't seen these things in Australia. Let me tell you, they may not be the quickest things on the track, but they make up for it with the way they race.
Yeah, one-make championships, they're always very entertaining. Obviously, even cars, comes down to the driver's skill and ability, and maybe sometimes not their skill and ability, but it should be entertaining.
Let's just say it got topsy-turvy at Pukekohe. Let's see how they handle Ruapuna. It's the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup.
Race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Hamish Cross starts off the pole alongside defending champ Cody McMaster. Race 1 winner William Bamber starts from row 2 alongside Castrol Scholarship winner Matt Gibson. Go back to row 3, Alan Dunkley and Ben Dallas. From the 4th row, we've got Mike Turley and Scott Harrison. Row 5 start for Grant Ryan. He was entertaining yesterday. He's alongside Sam Robinson. Go back to row 6, Bramwell King and Mark Spring, who was in the wars. Catherine Collins and AJ Lauder make up row number 7. And from row number 8, Craig Innes and Sean Lawrence. And rounding out the field, Michael Paymans, who had some dramas yesterday as well. So it's Hamish Cross on debut, starting off the pole for race number 2. He finished 2nd in race number 1 yesterday, but at the outside of the front row, it looks like McMaster has just got the slight edge down there, and they're 3 and 4 wide in behind them, going down into turn number 1. Cross has got the line.
And Dunkley around the outside, will he get it done to 3rd place?
Matt Gibson was in that mix as well. Willie Bamber's going to come out in 3rd. So Cross leads. That's a much better start through turn 1 this time.
Yeah, much tidier than yesterday. We had some big sideways moments yesterday, so good to see them all get cleanly through.
And the majority of the fireworks on the opening lap were off the hairpin. Under brakes, Cross on the inside, McMaster on the outside. These two have done a lot of kart sport racing together here in Christchurch. Mark Spring, he was carrying a lot of damage from yesterday as well.
Oh, and McMaster went off at the hairpin. He's gone wide, and that puts Willie Bamber up into 2nd place.
So where is McMaster? Bamber up to 2nd, Gibson 3rd, Hamish Cross leads. So Cody McMaster's got some work there. He is there battling with Dunkley, and he's got a track cone stuck underneath the front of the car, so that won't be helping things. He'll be hearing all sorts of noises.
Yeah, and that's affecting the grip level as well, with that cone dragging underneath its credit friction. Here's a replay of it.
Yeah, he ran wide, as you said, Earl, very, very wide, and it cost him 3, 4, maybe 5 positions in the end.
It looks like he was trying to go around the outside of Cross and just got in there way too deep and got a massive amount of understeer and pushed off the track. And once you're in the dirty line, as 3 or 4 guys go off.
Yeah, Dunkley, and what tends to happen through that corner is one goes wide and the others tend to follow. It's just nature's way of doing things as Grant Ryan gets ahead of his teammates. So McMaster is definitely struggling with that cone stuck underneath the front of the car.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a good scenario to have for McMaster there, and let's hope he can continue in the race and pick up some points.
So Cross leads from Bamber. This is the battle for 3rd. Matt Gibson to the outside as we go to the replay of Dunkley running wide. McMaster followed him off. McMaster might have been trying to shake off as Sean Lawrence goes off as well. They were all running right. I just thought maybe McMaster did that on purpose to try and get rid of the cone.
Yeah, he might have, or maybe they're just picking up from Grant Ryan's line from yesterday.
Yeah, there was some wild lines, certainly. Grant Ryan providing a lot of excitement in race number 1. Here's Mike Turley. His background is in drifting. He's done a good job in the opening races of the championship, battling there with Mark Spring. So Cross to the hairpin, Bamber, Dallas, Gibson. Gibson runs a little bit wide off the exit. Then we go back to Dunkley, Ryan and McMaster still with that cone just stuck underneath the car in the back of shot. Spoke to Hamish Cross after the race yesterday. He alluded to the fact that he got caught out by William with that great pass to get him back into the lead, but he is just thoroughly enjoying racing these cars. He's got such a big smile on his face.
Yeah, no, I had a chat with him yesterday as well, and he's absolutely loving it, loving the challenge, loving every minute of the drafting battle, and just how close it is, and that you never know where you're going to end up. You know, lap to lap it changes, and 1 minute he thought that he was going to win the race, and then all of a sudden Willie Bamber slotted back up the inside. So that's just how great the racing is, unpredictable, and you see, look how close it is, the battle up front between these 3 or 4 guys. It's absolutely fantastic.
Saw some issues with Craig Innes after the race yesterday. He had a good finish. Unfortunately, they were disqualified for being underweight, so that's why Craig started so far back in this race. The reigning mini-series champion, and doing double duty this weekend, also running in the New Zealand Production Racing Series. So it's Hamish Cross, William Bamber, Ben Dallas, 1, 2 and 3 on lap 3 of 8 from Powerbuilt Tools Raceway, race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Hamish Cross with the pressure from behind. William Bamber stalking the somewhat older Hamish Cross.
Yeah, Hamish Cross has got a very, very wise head on him, and you know, it won't make it easy for Willie to get past, but down to Hep, and he's just taking that three-quarter line. That's a good experience from Crossy, and Williams trying to set up for a good exit here.
And again, it comes down to track position with this one mate class racing, because the cars are identical. It comes down to little setup changes. As we have a look at a replay in an instant here, this is
oh, that's a huge two-wheel.
That's, oh, Cody McMaster. Well, that's a unique way to try and get rid of the cone. That is one of the biggest high sides you will ever see without physically going over.
Yeah, that's incredibly impressive. One way of getting rid of the cone, though, it fixed his problem.
I don't know that he has, though, because it was still stuck underneath the rear of the car. Here's the shot. No, he may not have. Yeah, well, hey, what a way to get rid of it.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, that'll free the car up now, and he can try and get back to the front, but he's still got half the race left to go here. The two-time and defending Suzuki Swift Sport Cup champion. Very, very good kart sport racer, and as we've seen over the last couple of seasons, he's certainly one of the best in these cars.
No, certainly, and you know, he's had a fantastic run in Suzuki Swift, and very, very close between all three drivers at the front. You know, it was between him and Willie Bamber at Pukekohe. They were very, very close, and you know, he's had a bit of a bad luck run with that run wide and getting the cone stuck in front, but he's got rid of it. So let's see if he can improve and start picking off a few guys once he's got rid of that cone.
Just looking at the lap times, Will Bamber at a 1:44.07 with the fastest lap at the moment, but Cross, Dallas and Gibson are all within a tenth of that fastest lap time. So again, just highlighting how competitive these little Suzuki Swifts are, as Hamish Cross has just got that pressure from behind from William Bamber.
Oh, William, the huge two wheels coming through pothole.
Wasn't quite as big as McMaster's, but he's trying hard. Goes to the outside under brakes. You can see the rear of the car dancing around.
I can tell you a little bit inside that, like we said, the tyre pressure is a little bit lower for this race with Willie's car. So I think the car will continue to come on as the race goes, and Innes off.
Yeah, Craig Innes out of the race in the Smith Sport Shoes, number 6. So his horror weekend continues in the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Here's a replay of Willie's altitude effort. Nowhere near as high as McMaster.
And here we have Craig Innes.
Oh, copped a big shot there on the way through. There were a couple of cars involved. Young Bramwell King in there in the New Zealand Trailers 81. And that's rearranged the rear suspension of that car. Young Bramwell, just 14 years of age, won the Winter Series for the Formula First Class at Manfield during the winter. I tell you what, we think William Bamber's trying hard. Hamish Cross is equally trying as hard. He's really on the limits at the moment because he's got all sorts of pressure. Here's Bramwell King's rearranged rear suspension.
And I think that's on track somewhere.
Just wait and see if there is maybe a call for a safety car. Certainly there'll be yellows out down there somewhere.
You've got yellows down in turn 1, so that'll mean no passing between these guys down into here. So Crossy's position is safe for now.
And he's got a little bit of a break now from William Bamber. That gap out to 0.4 of a second. So it looks like Williams a little bit better maybe through the infield. Hamish has got better exit speed off the final corner off the sweeper and the high speed stuff.
Yeah, it's all very different. There's two cars off the track there to the side there, so that's why they can't pass into them. But yeah, we see a different mix. We see some cars strong in the braking and the exit, and then other cars strong through the infield, the tight twisty bit. So it's you know, a little bit different and makes for fantastic racing.
The other car involved there sitting on the side of the track was the number 22 machine of Michael Payman. So young Michael is having a real tough start to the championship. Nice young guy out of your youth mini stocks on the speedway tracks around New Zealand. So Hamish Cross on lap 5 of 8 leads William Bamber and Ben Dallas, race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup from Powerbuilt Tools Raceway at Ruapuna Park.
And here we go, William Bamber's really close to the bumper across, and this is where he made the pass yesterday, but no, he's not going to try now.
Hamish is not going to make that mistake again, is he? He will not open the door because he knows that's where he got done yesterday.
Yeah, he was ruining that mistake and really, really didn't expect it. You know, it came out of nowhere for him, so I think he's learned from that, and you know, he's leaving that door firmly shut today.
Matt Gibson going through there in 4th in the Castrol Scholarship car. Dunkley in 5th, McMaster 6th. Looking at lap times, McMaster at a 1:43.5.